Shout out to Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. They're your go-to for short and long-term rentals on forklifts and access machines. Plus, they handle all the servicing, maintenance and delivery too. They also supply portable toilets and showers for events and construction.
Also, if you mention the High Speed Garage podcast when you call, you will get a 10% discount on hire and transport. So for all your equipment and amenity needs, remember Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. And don't forget the High Speed Garage discount.
Everybody out there, I want to know, who wants to go fast? Let's go one
Welcome back to the High Speed Garage. Thank you to Contrast Printing and Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment for keeping this garage open.
We'll get there one day.
Hey, come on, boys. Forklifts is
Busy.
hard.
Had a good weekend.
Yeah, had a fucking mad weekend.
Some stuff happened.
Got plenty of shit done. We did.
Got fucking wild, that's for sure. It escalated, put it that way.
Yeah, well, so we were supposed to go to the Top Fuel Drags at Sydney Motorsport Park on Saturday.
All good plans can disappear.
Unfortunately, that got cancelled because of the shit weather, and we didn't end up going. So instead of going there, we decided we'd have a High Speed Garage team meeting.
Team bonding experience.
And it got a bit out of hand.
I ran away early.
We
We
went out.
rolled back in the door at 4 o'clock in the morning.
We ended up going out to the pub, didn't we, Joe?
Had a couple of beers at the pub.
What did I last to? 11 o'clock?
Yeah, something like that, 10, 11.
I don't remember.
We didn't get home till 4.
4. Macca's run.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, fucking Macca's run.
Nothing beats a Macca's run after a big night on the drink.
Well, I was pissed because so we're at the nightclub in Richmond, and it's right across the road from Macca's. So after we left,
That's all right.
and we decided we'd go across the road to Macca's, and I was pretty fucked. Like I couldn't stand up, so I walked in.
You needed a feed.
I walked in and just sat down at the table just to get me breath and so I could speak normal at the counter. Anyway,
You don't have to anymore. You just do it online, and then you don't have to talk to anyone.
This is what I'm getting to. So Reese and Joel have walked up to the counter and they've ordered their food.
We were at the machines, didn't we?
Oh, whatever, the machines, the counter. Anyway, I'm sitting down at this fucking table. And I went, you know what? I've got the Macca's app on my phone. I'll just fucking do it here. And I can get table service. I don't even have to get up. Anyway, I went through the whole thing, punched the table number in, and still sitting there. Oh, it didn't go through. Oh, I'll try again. I tried about 4 or 5 times. and it wouldn't go through. And I was like, fuck this. They've got their food. They've eaten it. They're ready to go. And I was like, well, I'm hungry. So I walked up to the counter.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 4 turned up.
No. And so I walked up to the counter, and old mate goes, hey, mate, how may I help you? And I said, oh, I want a quarter pounder. And he goes, sorry, we're doing a reboot and we can't get no food at the moment. And I was like,
That's
you
right.
fucking what? And he's like, you've got nothing? He goes, no. I was like, you're a fucking liar because that bloke just ordered 40 nuggets and you don't have 40 nuggets just sitting around. Anyway, he said, no, you got to wait 20 minutes. And I was like, we'll see you then. Because they weren't going to wait for me to hang around to get me food. So I was like, fuck that. And then I'm still hungry. So we convinced the Uber driver to swing through another Macca's drive-through.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a stitch
I was
up and
like,
a half.
What the fuck?
What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
They
As
do
if there
do it,
was-
but
As if there's not a scrap of food in the thing.
That's
I would have
Oh,
had
there
any
would've
other
been.
burger.
They
There
would've
was
been
nothing.
reboot.
He said there's nothing.
they would have been rebooting the system, computers and everything.
And they wouldn't have been able to charge
They
you.
literally just fed you fucking
Yeah,
5
but they
minutes
wouldn't-
before.
It would have been they wouldn't have been able to charge
And
you.
it's not
Yeah.
like there was no other one in the restaurant.
That's
And
crap.
it's across the road shutting. Everyone's walking out to come to Macca's.
Do a reboot at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
It was about then.
Yeah, okay.
We got home at 4.
Yeah, so do it about 4:30, 5 o'clock sort of thing, when everything's already been closed for 2 hours.
Anyway, it was a good fun night out on Saturday. We had plenty of drinks, plenty of different drinks.
Yeah, that was fucking expensive night, that's for sure.
There's plenty of fun people there. Bit hungover Sunday.
Yeah, I was a bit rough. I went and had lunch at the pub. That was fucking...
Struggle.
The beer went down real fucking hard. Still got through it, but she was fucking hard work.
Realistically, you've got to push through that first beer. It is deathly.
Three.
But
Three,
Yeah,
they
three.
reckon.
3 will come good.
Three, you reckon?
Three, and you're ready to go like brand new, like nothing's
back
ever
on,
happened.
ready to go.
Yep. Especially schooners. Schooners are the best way to drink.
Yeah, Sunday I got up and I was
Freezing
like,
cold.
I don't feel too bad. I just feel a little bit rough, and me gut just felt weird, and I was like, don't know whether I need to eat or drink, so I just didn't do anything. And anyway, the missus was up, and the kids were fanging around. So we decided to go get them some ice cream on Sunday. So we drove up to the ice cream shop. I sat there, I was like, I can't stomach an ice cream. I was like, maybe I just need a drink. Anyway, I still didn't get a drink till we got all the way back home. I was like, I had a drink, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I needed food. So anyway, I had lunch, and then I come pretty good after lunch. Did some work on my boat. Not a lot, because it's all sort of ready to go. And then, yeah. Oh, yesterday at work, or on my way home from work, actually. You've heard of, like, all the fuckwit truck drivers around here that have got no idea and drive over hot trucks into tunnels?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon I was following one of them. I was in a tunnel, and it had this. It was a prime mover truck, and it had this massive big tank on the back of it, like it was strapped to the bed. It wasn't.
tray, yeah.
It wasn't like a tank trailer or nothing. It was just Anyway, I'm looking at it, and I'm going, fuck me, that's close to them fucking signs and number boards and shit up there. Like I could, it literally,
It was close,
it would have.
They
been
wouldn't
like,
make it in the tunnel.
it looked like there was like a 10 mil gap between them, and I'm thinking, fuck me. I'm thinking, I hope there's not a low part in this tunnel, because that bloke's fucking wiping it out for sure.
No, they can't make it in the tunnels.
Is that definitely the lowest part?
Yeah.
Not one of the signs that
It's-
hangs down from the roof?
Boom gates just shut the tunnel before they get in there. That's why they get stuck.
What
Unless-
boom gates? Is
They'd
there boom
rather you
gates on
get
the Lane
stuck
Cove tunnel?
Yeah.
than break.
Every tunnel's got a boom gate from it.
I haven't seen one on that tunnel.
Which one?
Lane Cove.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I reckon if you're going to
Anyway,
have a boom
it-
gate there,
It
they
was
should have like
fucking
a.
close.
They should have that. You know the contraflow gates. So
Yeah,
you should
they-
have
a
the
lo-
boom gate, and then that truck should be able to turn around and get back on that road and bugger off this back the other way. That way, the truck doesn't
Yeah.
have to reverse up.
A lot of them
With
do.
traffic?
The harbour tunnel does. So if you're coming from the city and you come around to go into the harbour tunnel, there's over height flashes there, and then there's the walk across boom gates that they truck straight across the road and then punch you straight out up on top of the harbour bridge.
I'll take notice
right.
tomorrow when I'm driving past, but I'm pretty sure I
Good
haven't
squeeze.
seen them on the Lane Cove tunnel. But anyway, this thing was fucking close to these signs. And
I've
I'm
driven-
thinking, oh fucking hell! And I was hanging back, like just watching this truck, just missing. You know how they have like the little green
Yeah.
fucking and the little
Direction.
red cross ones. It's fucking just missing them, and I've looked ahead, and there's a 80km/h one that's fucking bigger, and I'm going fuck. So I hung back, and as soon as he went past it and he missed it, I was like, I'm getting past this guy, and I sped 100 k's straight through,
Ooh.
straight past him in the
Yeah.
tunnel. I didn't give a fuck if I got a fine, because I was not getting stuck behind that truck
Yeah,
if he
that's
hit
right.
something. And then I was like, oh, and it's like the angle you're looking at probably makes it look a lot smaller than it is, but even still, like it looked like it was fucking 10 mil, like it was gonna hit it.
So I've driven tall trucks. They're not real big weight shit, but it's like real big inside capacity. So it's not, you're not taking big weight shit. I've driven them in tunnels, and I reckon they'd probably be probably 1.5 meters, 2 meters above my body. And man, I reckon I've gone 40 k's going into tunnels. The trucks that you're talking about, I've seen it before a few times, and mate, it's like they speed up.
Yeah,
It's
this
like an
bloke wasn't.
acceleration. I don't give a fuck if I'm too high.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
bloke
going.
was not taking his time.
It's wild. Like I shit myself when I'm going up, and I know that I've got enough room, but I'm still shitting myself because
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I'm tall.
Yeah,
Unless it's Raj, who doesn't measure. But
yeah, that's well. No, you know
But
what the problem
normally,
is?
most truck drivers that I know and work with are flat out on that measuring.
Yeah, they know exactly what height they are.
The problem is, a lot of them type their destination into fucking Google Maps and just let that take you
Take
wherever
them
you
where
got to
they
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't worry about fucking anything else.
Yeah.
No, all the ones that I do and load and everything, they've flat
And
out on
that's how
know where
they
they're
end up
going.
getting big trucks going down fucking 5-ton limited streets and
Yeah,
fucking
that's right,
everything
yeah.
else because that's the GPS don't know you're in a fucking truck.
There is a truck maps you can get.
You can get a truck
download.
GPS
Yeah.
that you set your height and it won't let you go down certain height limit streets and
Yeah.
What's that?
That's all right if you're using the same
Tom, I
truck
think?
every time.
no, you use your own. You can put your GPS into something and then
Yeah, but
when
I
it
mean,
starts up, are you the same height as last time? Or
yeah,
something
but
like
I
that?
mean, if you know if it's the same, if you're carrying something that's a different height every time, well, you'd have to fucking measure it every go.
Well, you measure it. Well, as Joel said, they have to. They have
Yeah,
to measure
yeah.
it if they've got.
I mean,
A high
shit all the
load.
time because you're allowed
But like you said, fucking
4.3,
Rajesh isn't
I
fucking
think.
measuring his truck.
Do you
He
see
doesn't-
old mate?
He doesn't know if he's going the right way.
You see old mate in America doing a bloody U-turn on a major freeway right in front of another car. The car just takes out the trailer. Killed him.
I've seen that happen here.
Fucking wild.
I've seen people driving the wrong way down highways. I've seen it on the M2.
Yeah,
I've,
that's wild, dude.
There was traffic on my side, and I'm slow in the traffic. Next thing, there's a bloke. There's no one on the other side. So there must have been an accident up the road a bit because there was no one on that side.
Yep.
Anyway, I've seen a car go past me in the same fucking direction as me on that side of the road,
Yeah, right.
and then did a U-turn and went up an exit.
Fucking hell. When I was before the M4 tunnel was open,
Yep.
where you'd go in at Homebush there,
The mate.
we were working there, and there's an old girl pulled a car up, like it splits to go up on top of
To go to Parramatta Road, Homebush Bay Drive.
yes, that one. She pulled up there, walked across the M4 to site, and stood on the side of the barrier to ask for directions.
Oh dear.
That's wild.
And then one of the supervisors there, he's like, "Holy fuck, you can't do this!" And then got her back to a car.
I thought about running across the M4 one time when I worked at Eastern Creek there.
Oh, yeah.
We'd go every now and then. We'd go down to the Caltex Servo,
Yep.
and have Macca's or Red Rooster or something for lunch. And they didn't have a Porto on that side of the road, but a Porto's on the other
Yeah.
side of the road. And I seriously contemplated
Oh
running
yeah,
across the M4 to go to
fuck,
the
it's
Porto
road.
because it's a long way to drive around.
Yeah,
Like to go down and around and then get on the M4 and get onto that. It would have been
it's a
lunch
15-minute drive.
break. Yeah. So I did. I never did it, but yeah, I did contemplate it.
You don't have to deal with that anymore because it should be the same either side.
Yeah. Well, there's big fences there, so that's what probably turned me off mainly. You got to climb the
The
fence
fences
to get
were
in there.
saying, "Don't do this," and you're like, "Oh, I probably could."
If one of the other boys said, "Yeah, let's do it," I was in.
But it's funny, like when you're driving down the M4, it's more of an old school road. There's no breakdown on the inside lane and shit like that. No where to go on the inside lane. But when you're cruising up, doing 100 Ks, it's whatever. It's just a concrete bollard beside you. But if you're standing beside it, it's almost up like past your chest in height. Like they're not short barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
about
you-
a metre high, I think they
Yeah,
are.
you walk up to it and try and jump it.
Yeah,
it'd
you've
be-
got to actually jump over them, yeah.
Wouldn't be real easy.
Yeah,
Like, you
that's-
could do
yeah.
it, but it wouldn't be that easy.
That's not the fence I'm talking about. There's like a full
No, it's a-
chainmail
yeah.
fence. It's like
Oh, before you get onto
yeah,
the road.
before you
Okay,
even get to the
righto.
road. Yeah. I think it might even have barbed wire on top of it.
No, I think it was just a black
Just
chainmail fence, yeah.
Anyway, I didn't do it.
Okay.
What'd you get up to fucking Sunday?
Did more shit on the boat. I thought I was going to be able to get it fire, but as all good plans happen, they go to shit. Just,
Is
I
that
don't-
because you was hungover from our team meeting?
No, I was quite clear headed. Now when you've got to do all farting around, make more hoses and all the little shit, all the intricate shit you forget about, and then before we we weren't at fire up stage, but we were getting close, and I thought I'll just put the breaker bar back on the blower and wind it over and watch what the belts do as you're winding it over, because obviously you've got that rotation, do about 4 or 5 rotations. You can see where the belts are going to want to sit. The oil pump belt, the pulley was as far forward as I wanted it to be, like it was flush on the face of the shaft. And the belt was starting to hang over a tiny bit on the front. So we're machining the anvil back a little bit on the crank, so the pulley goes back more.
Yep.
So that was one thing we had to do. And then I thought we'd spaced up the blower pulley, the idler to the right spot, but like the other night when we set it, it was right. And then I've barred it over again, and the bastard walked into the crank position sensor. So I was like, well, we don't have a choice here. We're going to move forward. So we're moving it another 10 mil forward.
10 mil's a long way.
Yeah, but you don't. If it wants to touch it, how much further does it want to sit? Like we're going to be forward, and it'll be bang in the middle of the blower pulley, and pretty close on the crank pulley.
Yeah.
The pulleys are in the right spot. It's just the idler, because Breton's engine we have about 5 or 6 spare belts for Breton's engine, and we've set this up with the same blower as Breton's engine, but our spacer pulley between the crank and a spacer plate between the manifold and the blower is 4 mil thicker, and that 4 mil has stood the blower up just that much, just can't get the fucking belt on. So we've had to go to a longer belt, and so we just went to Mum's and found one of Dad's brand new belts, and we've put it on there, but it's the narrower section, so we had to go to a different idler. So it changed the fucking offset. We were in the right spot, but now we're not. So until I work out what I'm going to do with belts.
Machine the fucking blower plate down 4 mil.
No, because the blower's so far offset, Newbie didn't want to have the plate at 15 mil. He wanted it at 20 mil.
Yeah, right.
The blower's nearly hitting the back of the cell. It's a fair way offset.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fucking
It looks fucking
hell.
hot. It looks sick. I remember seeing Troy Marlin at the Spectacular last year, and the blower was fairly high and fucking super forward. And I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck's going on there? Like, why has he done it? I don't know everything. And I had a chat to a few people, and they said, well, when the blowers are blowing, like when you're rotating, the air goes to the back side where where your snout is, so the side of the snout. So the front half of that blower section, like the outlet port, the bottom port, it's doing fuck all. That's why you can buy a blower with a delta port.
Yep.
That's doing the exact same thing as what my plate's doing.
Yep.
So you move the blower so far forward, so you're where it normally wants to blow, it's actually blowing in the center of the intake manifold.
Yep.
So it's even distribution of air straight into the manifold.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably not going to do as much as you think or as much as I would hope, but it was a setup part that I could do when we started. So I was like, fuck it,
I
I'm
don't
doing
know
it.
much about that stuff, but I would assume it's probably more for fuel distribution, not so much the air. Because if that thing's pressurized, it's full of air plus, 20 pound, 30 pound, whatever you're running. So
Yeah,
the
well,
air,
I don't
think would
understand
matter,
it
but your
as
fuel
much.
would also run to the back of the blower.
The fuel from the blower,
Yeah.
from the hat, yeah, that's possible too. But yeah, I was told it's the air, but it might be because the air's blowing that way. Air's mixed with fuel. That's where your fuel gets. So anyway, so it was more for an even distribution, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it just
So we started this weekend then.
I would be disappointed if it wasn't.
That you
Because
said that
there's
last
a
week
lot less
too.
work. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But this is what happens. This is why when, like, the earlier months where I've said, yeah, I'm not rushing it, I'm not rushing this either.
If you're going to start it, let me know. I'll come round.
It's usually a pretty boring stage doing the starting as well because you've got to
I'll come
you got
round.
to time it and shit like that.
I just want to see you
Yeah,
rev
far
the dig
around.
off it.
That's not going to happen.
Ring
Yeah.
me anyway. I'll come round.
I remember the engine was on the BG dyno. Dad's engine was on the BG dyno a few years ago, and the hat was bolted to the engine the way it normally sits in the boat, which is obviously towards the flywheel. So in the dyno, it was facing the back wall. So Damo just had the hand control where he normally sits it, which was on 0%, which was on my blower hat 100%. So he fired the fucking thing on 100%. It is the worst sound I've ever fucking experienced. Your engine, wide open throttle on startup.
Yeah.
Like, yes, the oil pressure was up and the oil was hot. The water was hot. It was a hot engine.
Nothing wrong with it.
Don't fucking care. It probably hit worse that it was Dad's engine. Like, we just put it together, 3 months after losing Dad. So, Dad's engine wide open, and I'm looking at it going, we're just about to fuck it again.
He probably said, "Watch this, boys. I'm not gonna tell it why, eh?"
Well, yeah, it ended up having to get pulled down after that. Not because of that, but after the run on the dyno, we Damo pulled it apart, checked a few things out, and like what they call it, health check.
Yep.
After on the dyno, and they found a few things that had nothing to do with it going wide open throttle on the dyno. but,
Yeah, yeah.
that's just part of the story. Yeah, so ended up needing more work with it anyway. Just this shit's painful. Like this stage is a pain in the ass.
Tell me about it.
It's intricate.
Yep. And because I don't know everything anyway, I'm always asking people, and then the first person you ask is going to give you a completely different answer to the second or the third, and the second or third is going to say the first person you ask doesn't know what they're talking about. You've gotta what
Think
do they
about
call
it yourself.
Yeah, you've got to make the decision yourself, but get the right information, because if you talk to 20 people that I've experienced, you talk to 20 people, you're gonna get the wrong answer in that.
Yeah.
So you've got to work out what's the right answer.
You've got to think about it. They've got to explain it. I say this to people all the time. You need to understand why things do things, not just because I changed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I changed this and it did that. Oh, that's fucking great. Good on you. Why did it do that? Because if you can understand why it did that,
The problem is
then you can start to understand whether you do need to change that or
Yeah. The problem is they forget that they changed another 5 different things
exactly.
that actually fixed the issue.
Yeah.
But they reckon it was the first thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the biggest issue that I've found. A lot of people want to help, and I appreciate the help, but most of the time you're just clouding someone's judgment.
People get frustrated with me because they tell me something and I say, "Oh, why?"
You
Well,
challenge
I'm
it.
always asking. No, I'm not challenging. I'm
There's
just
nothing
asking
wrong
why.
with challenging.
I want them to explain to me why
Yep.
that happens. Don't just tell me that's because that's what happens.
It is what it is.
Why does it
I don't
happen?
know
I want to
how.
know why it happens and how it happens. And then if you can do that, I'll totally listen to you.
But if you don't understand the reason why
If
you
you're
got
telling
that
me to do
answer-
something and you don't understand why the fuck would I listen to
Yeah,
you?
that's right. Yep. Yeah, and I can guarantee everyone listening to this has experienced it as well. That different answer, or that the different
Yeah, for
comments
sure.
from different people.
For sure.
It's such a difficult thing when you're trying to learn. Especially me, like I'm trying to learn when everyone expects me to know because I'm a chesser. Fuck, mate. I'm only chesser by name. I'm not chesser with all the experience that Dad and Uncle Colin had. I don't have them on my team. I've got me and Brett and Matthew on my team and the boys that give us a hand. That's not Uncle Colin and Dad's team. So this is a completely different setup. And so anyone that I've heard people putting shit on us saying that we're damaging Dad's name, I think we're fucking improving it because we're bloody
Who cares?
running on.
If people say that, they're fucking losers
Just
anyway.
a fuckwits. But yeah, frustrating when you get the negative shit, but you're always going to get that.
Yeah.
I think we're going all right. What we could be going racing go-karts. Fuck that. Let's go race blown bait to make cool noises. That's what I want to do.
All right. We getting to some sport then, eh?
Fuck yeah, we will.
Meh, fucking meow.
We'll jump across to Indonesia. The F1 H2O, the Formula One tunnel boats raced over there. A couple of Aussie boys went over and raced. Grant Trask, he ended up coming home in 6th. Damon Cohen came home in 8th. And I'm sure most people have already seen it. There's a fair few onboards and some drone footage and shit from the big bust up on the first corner. You
That
guys
was
see
huge.
No, I didn't see it. No.
Yeah, that was massive. Too big. That was boats fucking destroyed.
that? A very expensive way to go.
Fuck yeah.
The onboard that I saw, the bloke was the camera was back. The accident already happened, but someone ended up just fucking driving straight across the windscreen of this boat and just crunch crash, and the bloke gets around the corner and just pulls up. Like, that's someone that had nothing to do with the accident, still get taken out.
Oh, it's fucking absolute carnage.
It's
that
like a
first
NASCAR
corner.
race.
They don't hold lines. They don't hold nothing.
It's it's hard to watch. So yeah, good job, boys, over there. There's a couple of people, I think. Greg Banks, Tommy Carr was over there.
Yeah.
Who else? Well,
No, that.
Craig
oh,
Bailey. He would
Oh,
have been
Bale
over there with
Cruise.
Marrett.
Bale Cruise
Yeah.
for Marrett and Doggy Cruise for Bartek.
A couple
Different
of Aussies
teams.
doing some cool shit over
They're
there.
the same
They've been doing it for years. They're
Yeah.
same team, but yeah, different boats.
Different boat.
I love that. Right across to NASCAR in Daytona. Ryan Blaney put it on pole. Alex Bowman second. Kyle Larson third. SVG started in 17th, which I reckon is still pretty good. Like he's getting top 20s in the top 20 qualifying in
Yeah, he's
in
definitely
the
improving,
circles,
that's for
so
sure.
Fucking, I reckon it's just a progression. There's a lot to learn. Larson led stage 1. Ross Chastain led stage 2. Then Ryan Blaney got the win. So pole and win's pretty cool. SVG ended up finishing 16th, so he held his own. Where when SVG was over there at the start of the year, he would get towed up. Like, even if he did qualify in 20th, he'd fucking fall back to 28th, 30th.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, for him to be able to hold his own in top 20 is fucking top 16. That's pretty good. Connor Zilish started the Xfinity race, but he had the surgery on his shoulder. So he ended up putting a bloke named Parker Kligerman in the driver's seat to finish the race. He ended up led the field to the finish. I don't know if you guys have seen the big echo on the last lap of that race.
Wiped out 3/4
Yeah, I
of the
did
field.
see that.
So Connor ended up jumping out early because of that. So
How soft is he?
well, yeah, I don't know, because I reckon Shane
Those
had a
Americans-
shitload harder run.
Those Americans,
Which
they're
collarbone,
soft as.
which side did he break?
Where did he fall out? He
Fell on the left?
had to have been the left because he was face down when he
that'd
fell.
fucking hurt.
I fucking know that would have hurt.
No, but because you're pulling on that steering, you're pulling on the steering wheel on that side.
That could
Yeah,
be
push on it or
because
do
you're
you
doing
push
that
on
many,
You
but
pulling
because you're
on
doing
it.
that many
Yeah.
laps. But you think Shane Van
Isn't it 6
Gisbergen?
to 1, half a dozen the other?
Yeah, but you think SVG?
You're not
at
just pulling on a
Sandown,
steering wheel.
No, I get that, but you're still running out of left hand. Like you can't
run
just
out.
keep,
You could run out of right hand too.
Yeah, but he didn't have the sore right hand.
Yeah, but
So it's 50-50.
yeah, but if it was his right arm, you'd still run out of right arm.
Yeah, but you might be able to hang on better than you can push.
Can
Mm.
I
you?
wonder if there's a lot of pull as you're going around those corners, like hold
Oh,
on
there
around those
Would
corners.
be, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's easy to like holding down rather than holding your arm out pushing.
Is it?
I don't know. I'd assume so.
I don't reckon it is.
But I would have thought you'd think it'd be harder, like SVG racing at Sandown. He raced from like
Yeah,
17th
that's
on the
got to be
grid.
worse. At least you can get your arm in the same spot.
How, there, but did he have a month off before that?
No, it was like 2 weeks after this
It was
stack.
only a week.
Or
It
2
had-
weeks
it
after
had-
the surgery.
It hadn't even repaired. Yeah, he just got a surgery, and it was the plate. The
He
plate
just got
got
the
taken
plate in
out
there.
afterwards. He got a plate in there so he could keep racing.
Yeah, I
He
don't
ended
know
up
what
winning-
happened, but
winning
yeah.
the championship.
I assumed it was the same thing. Well, he that's what Gizzy told him. Just get get
Yeah.
it plated. You can race, and then when you got time, you
Oh, yeah.
get it repaired.
It's close to the end of the season anyway. You just do that and then, go bloody get the surgery after the end of the season.
Yeah, like Gizzy said, it's the plate in there was like stronger than your actual collarbone.
Yeah.
But-
how long have they got left?
A bit hard for us to talk from the outside. I think the playoffs are just about to start. Milwaukee might have been the last race before the playoffs start. You guys want to have a look at that?
Yeah, I'll just bring it up now. Keep going.
I don't really know how those playoffs work. I should get into it a bit more so I do understand it.
So the playoffs is you can get playoff points out of stage wins. So they'll pull the whole field to like a safety car. Sort of you call it a safety car restart. So they pull the field up for 2 or 3 laps, and then they start again. And you can pit during that. But if you're leading,
But what's that for? Like, how do you...
so what it does, it bunches the field back up.
Yeah, in what position? So you finish the last race of the season. Now the playoffs are going to start. How do you qualify for the playoff?
During the year,
So it's like most amount of points sort of thing.
well, it's either you win and you're in. So SVG's got 4 wins, so he's got 4 lots of the playoff points from those wins.
Mm.
I don't have the numbers from it, but this is a very basic description. If you lead stages, then you've got a very
During-
small amount
during
of
the playoff?
during races
Yeah,
through the year.
yeah.
If you lead stages, which is realistically a race within a race, so you lead the stage and then they bring it all up into a safety car and then they start you again. But when you start, you're leading the pack and all the people that are pitted are just behind you. So they just scream through the rest of the field. So it means a lot more overtakes. So it improves the amount of racing that happens.
They've still got 10 races left.
Before the playoffs.
No, that's a whole lot.
Yeah, so the playoffs must be the last 10 races then. You got stages
Doesn't
in that
say
too.
anything
Yeah, I still
about
don't get out work.
Yeah, I don't understand it completely, but as I said earlier in the year with SVG racing over there, I've started to watch a lot more races and get your
here.
head around it.
So round of 16. Do they start with 16 in the playoff?
Fucked if I'd know. You're telling the story. I've
then it
already
go-
said that I don't know what I'm talking about.
And then it goes it's 3 races of round of 16. And then it goes round of 12. 1, 2, 3.
I'd be top
And-
16.
And then
okay.
goes round of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is that
1,
knocking
2,
people
3.
out?
Yeah, and then championship 4, which is NASCAR Series Championship.
Which
So
be
does
the
that
top 4,
so
yeah.
does that mean the last race of the year there's only 4 cars?
Only
on
4
the track?
can win. No, only 4 can win. So
Right.
everyone always races.
So right. So you got to race against everybody. So you got to beat the lap
So
traffic.
people
as well
can.
as
Everyone else can
get
still.
3 other opponents.
Everyone else still makes points to finish wherever you finish through the year.
Yeah.
But
but-
to win.
To win, you've got to be in those 4. So you could finish at 20th as long as everyone else finished behind you.
When you said round of 16, I thought you were saying round of 16
Well,
races.
that's just
where I
what's
got
written
confused.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be the top 16,
Yeah.
which includes like
Yeah.
the,
So you slowly
the
knock them
winners
out.
through the year.
Yeah. So
each
16,
week or
12,
round or
8, and 4.
But Shane has got to hold on. He's got to get enough points in the playoff in the first couple of rounds of playoffs, which are on circles, to then get into the Roval.
So
And
does
then
it,
he
does it,
might be able
do
to
the
get a win
points
in
kind of
Roval.
like start again at that or?
Yeah, it all resets from there.
I'm assuming so because that's what supercars have done.
Yeah.
So they start again, but the winner of that is got the supercar one is plus 25. They start with 25 points.
Yeah.
The winner of the
Series,
winner of the
Sprint
championship.
Cup
So
series.
Feeney's on plus 25 at the moment.
So do you get plus 25 for your enduro
Yes.
rounds as well?
Yeah.
So there could potentially be someone already out in front with 50 points.
No, I think that
Or-
restarts. So if you win the enduro, I think you're just plus 25 into the finals.
Yeah, but if you've already got 25,
No, I think that just does you for the enduro cup.
so you start the enduro cup 25.
Yeah, so you
in
can
front.
win it. You should win an enduro cup.
So if you win the main racing, you get 25 points.
Yeah.
So you start the enduro cup,
Cup 25
25
points
in front.
and you win that. then you get another 24. You get the
So you
25
start the
points to start in the
final with-
finals.
Yeah.
Larko did a really good rundown on it,
Yeah.
and that's how I found all that out.
Oh, that's going to be fucking hard to read.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes
that's
it,
fucking well old.
that makes a bit more sense than
That's got Newcastle still in it.
that makes a bit more sense than the NASCAR way of doing it.
Yeah, but NASCAR might be the same because they've just adopted, I assume, basically most of that.
Yeah, well, if their points start restarting, but yeah.
At the end of the regular season, the top 10 drivers in the championship enter the final season. At the first finals event, Gold Coast, drivers' championship points are reset to 3,000. Drivers also receive bonus points based on their regular season championship standings, with the points leader receiving 150 down to 21 for
Anyways, that's not
the
NASCAR
10th
or
ranked
whatever. Anyway,
driver.
I'll
Yeah.
try and find that video from Supercars from Larko and post that up
Yeah, cool.
because that's a really good rundown.
Yep.
Larko does pretty good shit.
So anyway, I'd like to see Shane hold on to get to the Roval, which then he's not going to win he's not going to win the championship. That's not what I'm excited about. I'm excited about him being in the conversation for longer. Anyway, so jump across to the Milwaukee Mile for IndyCar. Palau got on pole. David Malukas in second. Pato Award on third. Scotty Mack got in fourth. Christian Rasmussen got his first win with a late tyre stop. They ended up having a rain caution. Would have been about 20 laps to the end. Just like it wasn't even much rain. It was enough rain from to the pool caution, which just pulls everyone back to the safety car. And then, so probably top 4 stayed out, and then 5 through to 10 pulled in. Christian Rasmussen just had the best car out of the lot of them. A few of them were Dyson with the front pack, but Christian just had an awesome car. Raced through, got past New Nothing, got past Scotty Mack, and then an awesome pass for the lead around Alex Palou, and what was it? Probably 10 laps from the end, he got into the lead. It was a really emotional win for him. He's from Finland.
I've
Or
seen
Denmark or whatever it is.
How long's he been running for?
Oh, he's pretty fresh. He's been there for a little while.
I seen he got the old
No,
Pretty
rookie.
fresh. I've been there for a
cream
little while.
bun to the face on the
Yeah, Scotty
on the
Scotty
podium.
Mack. He's pretty fresh. Like he hasn't been there for like 20 years, but
I'll have a look.
yeah, he hasn't been there for that long. Yeah, Scotty Mack cream pined him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
pretty good. Scotty Mack got third. New Nothing got 7th. Dixon 9th. Armstrong in 10th. Will Power was actually leading everyone, leading the Penske drivers, I think, and he ended up putting it in the wall at about 100 laps, which is pretty shit. Jump across to MotoGP.
Oh yeah.
You can take a hold of that, Mick.
Well, a couple of news things that come out of MotoGP. I'm sure everyone's probably seen it by now because it went pretty wild. The cameraman getting hit by a rogue KTM. I think it was in qualifying. Pedro Acosta just lost it and started sliding it down the road. Went through the gravel trap. Next thing, the bikes bounced up and knocked old mate hanging onto the camera, filming the show.
You certainly wouldn't be expecting that, would you?
Yeah, he's pretty lucky, really. He's lucky that it bounced up right at the end and it's just clipped the camera, so I didn't actually get in. But
Shit.
anyway, Pedro Acosta felt pretty bad and took him round into the pits and signed a couple of knee sliders and things for him and give him them and said, "I'll come see you tomorrow after the race." Yeah, it's a pretty good video that from all angles. Have you seen the video from the camera?
I haven't actually seen the video.
Yeah. You don't really see much happening. You just see him sliding and the camera's watching old mate slide and all of a sudden, bam, there's a bike in front of it.
If you see it, chuck it up on the
Yeah, I'll
the
post it in the
page,
group if I
chuck it up on
if I
Friday.
see it again, yeah. Also, the Aussie Miller, he's kept his seat at Pramac Racing on the factory Yamaha, which, my opinion, he's pretty lucky to keep that. He
has about a shock and luck.
He hasn't done real well this year, and with the World Superbike rider Toprak, I can't pronounce his last name, so don't ask me to. He's coming to MotoGP next year to ride the Yamaha, so I thought Miller's seat might have been in jeopardy, but anyway, he's remains there. They were also thinking about bringing up a Moto2 rider. I forget his name, but he's the Yamaha rider for Moto2. They were going to bring him up, but he's also missed out. He's going to stay in Moto2 again.
Maybe they want to blood him a bit more in the smaller classes.
Yeah, maybe. I've heard rumours that Miller's really good with like setting bikes up and all that sort of stuff, like getting it, like understanding what people are saying, like when they get off the bike. So he's more of like a, I guess it's more of like a team manager sort of thing. Like he can help everybody get stuff working well, even though he seems to crash it a lot.
Yeah, he certainly drops a bike a fair bit. I can't really talk because I'm no good.
Me either. Yes, anyway, Marquez wins again. He won the sprint race and the main race. I think that's about 14 races in a row that he's won now.
He'd have to be some kind of record, wouldn't he?
I'm pretty sure he's breaking all kinds of records. It's going to upset a lot of Valentino Rossi fans because he's going to win his, I think it's 8th championship this year.
Is there any reason why he wouldn't be in the same line as Rossi?
No, people just, you're either a Rossi fan or a Marquez fan.
Okay.
And the people that like Rossi hate Marquez and don't want him to beat him and vice versa.
Yeah, but
anyway,
they're not...
I've seen a guy, like watching one of the things, I can't remember which venue it was at, but I've seen, so after the GP, they do the podium thing and all the crowd runs onto the track and whatever, they're all standing there around the podium. And Marquez is standing on the top step, and I've seen a big sign in the crowd that says 93 will never be 46, which is their race numbers.
Yeah, the two race numbers.
So it's like he's just won and you're putting that sign. I was like, you fucking wanker, mate. Anyway, in the sprint race, they're both VR46 riders. So Valentino Rossi's team, they finished second and third. Gianantonio and Morbidelli, they finished second and third. Miller ended up 12th in the sprint. And as I said, Marquez also won the GP as well. Pedro Acosta, after chucking his bike at the cameraman, he ended up coming second. And Benzecchi was third. Miller ended up nowhere, as usual. I like Aussies, but I'm not much of a Miller fan. I used to be, but yeah, I don't know how he's keeping his job. But anyway, good on him. At least he's still got a ride. And another bit of news, bike news, not MotoGP news, but we were talking about Crew Halliday the other week, which a lot of us may know. He was on the factory Yamaha, but I heard earlier this week, which I'm probably, by the time this comes out, you'll probably all know about it. He's not on the Yamaha no more. He done I think it was like 112 races for Yamaha. It was like, let me have a little look here. He did 115 Superbike starts, ASBK, so Australian Superbike starts. 87 of them were with the factory team. So after all that, he's had 11 this year with another Yamaha team, the Stop and Seal team. But now he's made a switch to a Ducati for McMartin Racing.
So he's still staying with the ASBK? Yeah,
still with the ASBK. And apparently this bike is as good as Waters' bike.
Okay.
So hopefully we might see him right at the pointy end again.
So is there progression from the ASBK into World Superbikes?
If you've got enough money.
Yeah,
it's just a dollars thing, or is it?
Oh, you've obviously got to be good enough as well. But yeah, it can be done. Yeah, we've had a few guys from here do it. Some from like the I don't know what they're called now, but they back in the day they used to be called 600 Super Sports. We've had some of them Aussie riders go race in the
Stoner would have done it.
World Championship. Oh, not Superbikes, but yeah. There is progression to go from Australian Superbikes to the world stage if you've got it.
Well, hopefully he can open some eyes and some people with some dollars can send him overseas.
Yeah, I remember I was having a chat with Bob one time at it was at the Toronto pub actually. He was the AFPGP was up there racing Rathmines and they were at the pub and I spoke to him at the bar and I said, oh, how's crew going on the bike, rah rah. And he said, oh yeah, he's going alright. And he was complaining a bit about, we need to be up the front and this, that. And I said, oh, you'll get there. And he goes, I can't remember the number, but he's like, we've been getting there for the last 5 fucking years. I was like, oh, right. Yeah, okay. Anyway, good luck. See ya.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to talk anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to get involved. I think Crew was pretty handy on riding a dirt bike, and that's where he's come from. So, yeah.
Well, hopefully this is not the last step. Hopefully he's got a few more steps to go from there. That'll be cool to see.
That's your motorcycle news.
I've got a little bit of motocross after this, but we're going to jump across to Formula E. Foxtel ended up releasing that they've retained the F1 streaming rights. So, like when you talk streaming rights, it's either live on the telly box or you can stream it through the Foxtel Go. But Stan Sport, the streaming joint that Channel 9's got, they pushed the bid up a fair bit. So Foxtel has ended up spending another $20 million to get exactly what they've had for the last few years.
Like Stan's jumping on everything.
Whether they're actually planning on getting the bids or they're just trying to fuck everyone up and spend more money.
They could be trying to price them out of it for something else. If they've spent $20 million on F1,
that's right.
There's $20 million they can't spend on your rugby league or
probably helping them hold Indy because that's who's got Indy. Stan.
Yeah. Well, Foxtel had Indy. Scotty McLaughlin goes over there. All of a sudden, it's not on Foxtel anymore.
Yeah, it's on Stan.
Yep. It was only 1 year, and then Stan got it, which was shit. So Sergio and Valtteri Bottas, sort of a Aussie. Where's he from? Swede? Oh, he's not a Swede.
He's a Finn, isn't he?
That's it. Finnish. So Aussie looking Finnish. He's looking to get him and Sergio are looking to get their seats in the Cadillac cars. It's certainly not announced, but that's what the media is sort of pushing around, it's been looking that way. Colton Herta was supposed to have a go of sort of making a bid to get in there. Unfortunately, he's missed out on getting enough super license points again. I think he's got to do a lot more international style races, like your endurance races and shit like that.
GTs and all that sort of stuff.
To get more points. Jump back on the two wheels. We'll jump across to Budds Creek in America for the 450 MX. Jet Lawrence, he got the round win overall with a first and a second. That marks his 9th overall victory of the season. Him and his brother ended up getting a 1-2 finish. Looks like it's actually going to be the first sibling championship 1-2 ever.
It'd have to be.
I'm pretty sure that was actually the last round. So that's pretty
Finish
sick.
Up this early, do they?
Jet Lawrence as 2025 champion, 509 points and 9 wins. Hunter Lawrence in second with 454 points. Jump across the 250s. Hayden Deegan wrapped up his second consecutive 250 motocross championship with a second and a first. It would have been a first and a first, but unfortunately he got penalised with one finishing position for jumping the start with a red cross flag out. So then that's motocross done for the year. So obviously Jet Lawrence is the champion again. That's motocross done for the year. Super Motocross starts September 6th at ZMAX Dragway at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Do they? I don't know. I think they may come here for a race.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think I remember
It might
something
be
about that.
that Jet and Honda come across to an Australian Championship to race.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't think it was.
The Yankee Championship
Yeah,
doesn't come over here.
no. I think the Lawrence brothers were coming here to race.
Yeah, I remember that.
I thought Deegan was coming over too
Fuck yeah.
for a race because I thought that's where they all going to end up racing together.
Yeah,
I don't know
maybe,
what it was for some reason. I remember that.
Anyway, so unfortunately, most people have probably found out now because we'd normally be travelling down on Friday night, Friday afternoon. Dargle's been cancelled.
Fucking weather.
Yeah, last Thursday they opened the Warragamba Dam.
I don't open it. It just got too much water.
Yeah, just
It opened itself or
it
whatever the fuck
overflows.
happened. It was
Overflows at 100.
just disappointing news. Just shit. And unfortunately, that will probably become a problem for Upper Hawkesbury as well for their specky.
If it rains again, that'll be fucked
up.
too.
Pardon?
If it rains again, I'll be fucked.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that stays good.
I was really prepared to race me boat too. It's the most prepared I've ever been going to a race meeting with a fucking race boat.
You know, the good thing is, you're going to be more prepared again.
I won't be. Cause
Just as prepared. No, we'll change something now.
It'll probably get pulled apart and modified because I can't sit still.
Yeah. So, HSG pitch crew. There's been a fair few posts on that.
We're loving it. Keep
Slowed
it
up a little bit this week, but still going pretty good.
Keep it up, guys. We love all the stuff in there.
Heaps of
Tell your mates to get in there too. Tell everyone you know to get in there.
Tommy Butlin's been still pushing that the heaps of sprint car stuff with Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Fuck, he does some racing.
Yeah, well, they'll finish up soon over there too.
He comes up. I wonder if he'll come across this year. I'd say Tommy will let us know earlier in the week.
There'll be nothing happening in Sydney, but
No, but over in Perth they do a massive round over there.
they do the whole up and down,
The West
up
Coast.
the West Coast, yeah. Heap of different races around.
He
the
races
place.
everything, doesn't he, Kyle Larson?
I
You're either a fan of him or you're not. It's a bit like the Marquez Rossi thing. It's you either like him or you don't like him.
I struggled to not like him, mate. Like he's just a weapon.
Yeah, I don't know. He's definitely a good driver. There's no doubt about that.
Mm.
But some of the things I've seen, he can be a bit arrogant about how good he is.
Well,
Which,
unfortunately,
Some of the that's what mostly Yanks are
Yeah.
like, I guess. And that's just
they
but-
don't get the tall poppy anywhere near as much as you do over here.
us Aussies aren't really like that. If you tell us how good you are, we think you're a wanker.
We're keen as hell watching you climb, and then as soon as you climb to the top, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. As long as you don't tell everyone you're at the top because you're the best.
It's you can control your perception to a point.
Yeah. Well, talking about Kyle Larson driving lots of different things. Andrew Tate, you see him in the tunnel boat.
Yeah, I
they
saw
all,
that.
they all say
Yeah.
he drives like shit.
Well, he won.
Did he?
won. Yeah, he won. So
Tunnel boat over there. Bloody
yeah,
hell.
wherever it was, I don't know.
He's over in America somewhere.
Yeah, wherever it was. Yeah, he won. He won the race. So
F2s, I think. They're not F1s, they're F2s.
had the number 14 on his boat, which is a pretty popular number around here.
Yeah. There's only like 3 in New South Wales somehow.
One's
Yeah,
from
but yeah, that's
Queensland, one's
another
from
bloke
New
that
South
can-
Wales, one from somewhere else.
He can jump in any kind of boat and do pretty well with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky boy.
Skeet's probably the biggest
Skeet's pumping it.
lately,
Yep.
the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
I'd have to at least approve one of them a day.
Keep pushing those
Easily.
numbers, Skeet. Good job.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get into meme of the week.
You've got 9. You got mine, Mick.
Yeah, you got a meme, Joel?
Nah, I thought I did, and then I can't find where I saved it.
Oh, yeah. Blame the old, didn't know where I saved it.
That was a
trick.
good one too.
I make sure I send one. I send all the funniest videos that I find send them to Amanda, and then all I have to do is look through the videos I've sent to her, and I go, oh, that's the one.
All right. I guess we'll play Hayden's one first.
Bill worked in a pickle factory. He'd been employed there for a number of years when he came home one day to confess to his wife that he had a terrible compulsion. Honey, I've got an urge to stick my penis into the pickle slicer. His wife suggested that he should see a therapist to talk about it, but Bill said he was too embarrassed and would just get over it eventually. A few weeks later, Bill came home and his wife could see it at once that something was seriously wrong. What's wrong, Bill? She asked. Do you remember that I told you how I had this crazy urge to put my penis in the pickle slicer? Oh, Bill, you didn't. I did. My God, Bill, what happened? Oh, I got fired. No, Bill, I mean, what happened with the pickle slicer? Oh, yeah, she got fired too.
Oh, I can see that coming.
Still good.
I have heard that one before. Yeah, it is pretty funny. When you're not expecting, you're expecting the pickle slicer to chop his dick off.
Once they said when he's come back, like, oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't come back if you've sloshed your
Doodle off.
Yeah. All right, let's go to mine. Three, 2, 1, go.
Ted, my friend and colleague for many years, called me into his office. He was worried his wife was having an affair. I think she's having an affair with Greg from sales, he told me. I asked him, what makes you think that? Well, he explained, whenever my wife has a coffee, she mixes in a teaspoon of honey, then takes a sip and says, just like my mama used to make it. I nod. So when I went to the break room, I saw Greg and he made himself a coffee. And he takes a teaspoon of honey and he mixes it in and he looks straight at me in the eyes and says, I f***ed your wife.
No.
You're
Brutal.
you're
Wow.
expecting him to say the same thing, but no.
Well, that'll about do us for the week, I suppose. Still get around us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram. Send any of your questions in because we haven't had any for this week to the High Speed Garage Podcast at gmail.com. And yeah, guess have a good week and whatnot.
On your questions too, we're trying to think up a couple more segments. So get your questions in. It might help us decide which ones we take on and which ones we leave on the drawing board.
Yeah, we've got about 3 segments in mind, so send something in if you want us to have a whole segment on something. Anything.
Yeah, there has been some ideas being thrown around.
Yeah.
So throw a couple in.
We won't tell you exactly what they are now, but once we finalise them all, we'll get into it.
I've been told to throw an explicit warning on this one
Oh, okay.
as we finish off. So if you don't want to listen to it, or if you've got other people in the car,
Just hit skip.
just hit skip. 1, 2, 3. This is your fault if you're still listening. If he accidentally comes in you, just put your pussy in some rice.
Oh, that's a fucking kind of a rice pudding recipe.
See ya.
Bye.